over here I was trying to analyze Gbpusd. So maybe let me just take you through, because I don't want to remove this drawing. This was just a deep analysis, and let me take it back from maybe 3-month time frame before we continue doing this top-down analysis, right? So over here you see, like I said before from the intro, the market has really been in a downtrend. We've seen price creating this kind of a series, lower low right here, lower high, lower low, and the market went back and created this kind of a reversal structure, which was a double top, right? And we see price went down, so kind of the market was trying to pull back, and of course there's this kind of a trend line that you guys can see over here. This is something like an XABCD type of a structure, right? So if you go to the 1-month time frame real quick, let me show you something. You've seen that the market or the price kind of broke out of this XABCD type of a pattern, right? But at the same time, we've seen that price went and tried to respect this level right there. Let me just show you something. Let me do this real quick and hide everything, right? So you see we had this level right there that price went back, kind of respecting, but at the same time, remember, we've still seen we've had a higher high right there, higher low, and a higher high. Now that's still based on the monthly. Now if you go to the daily, weekly, let's just hit the 1 week real quick right here. You'll understand. Now these are the levels that we just talked about of the monthly. You see if they are kind of clear. Now if I bring back the drawing, you see this level right there, right? Now at the same time, we also had another immediate level, which was this zone right there, and kind of the market broke, yes, but we see price went back last week. I think this week we've seen this kind of selling pressure with this bearish engulfing candlestick, kind of trying to insinuate or just to tell us a sign that kind of the market or all the sellers are now trying to get back in this market, right? So if you go to the daily real quick, let me show you something of the daily. Let's just get back that, right? So remember our monthly 3-month time frame trend. This is it. We saw the market broke, and like we said before, we had this level right here which the market also broke, but then maybe that was a false break, because we've seen the market has already dropped, and at the same time we have this trend line. We have an uptrend right there, higher higher low, higher higher low. Now if you kind of look at this pattern right there, you'll understand that the market broke out of this in trend, I mean another trend line right here. Like I say, we have trends inside trend, right? Trends within trend. So we have this one. So the market broke out of that trend right there. That's based on the daily. Now the next level should be this low right there, because we've seen that price kind of has broken out of this trend, like I said before. So the next conference that we should add, just to make sure that this sell is confirmed, is just waiting for price to create a new low and react to what we see. But at the same time, this is an area of sensitivity, because that is a level that price might try to go back and retest. Now once we see price giving us bearish property around this level, then I think it should be a good place to look for sales, because right now taking a sell or buy right now is kind of crazy. Let me just take it to the H4 real quick for you guys to understand. Right now, if you go to the H4, I believe you guys can see this level right here, the kind of the market created a double top. That's why we see price drop. Now I'll say that all this drop is just an impulse phase, right? Because that's based on the daily. I won't count this as a pullback. I'll just count all these as an impulse phase. Let me just take it back to the daily for you guys to confirm, right? So you see, of the daily, we just had drops, no reversal, no pullback, no nothing, right? So I think if we see now price, of course today price has started pulling back, giving us now probably this level as the new low, the new higher low, right? And we have this level right there. So if we see price maybe going back and taking out this high, giving us a continuation, then we will look for buys. But at the same time, this is a very sensitive zone that we should see how price is going to react around that level. Because why? That is the only level that we should be looking for buys or sales, right? This is it. I'll take that back. So like I say, if we see price maybe approaching this level, giving us a good bearish indication, that we will look for sales. Probably target this level right here, target this as the first level. Right now, if price do react to that, then that will be a complete head and shoulder. I hope you guys can see that. That will be a very clean and clear head and shoulder, left shoulder head. And now this is what I'm anticipating, maybe price going back now to do that. Now if these are confirmed head and shoulder, guess what, we just realize that price will just be creating a lower low. Let's just do this lower low. Now when price goes back, it will be a lower high. Then that's when we look for a sell property to complete that head and shoulder. That, with that being said, this should be the targeted level, because remember we still have a first touch right there, second touch right there, so we anticipate price to give us a third touch. Now once price has given us a third touch, remember we've seen a head and shoulder, so we anticipate price to go back, give us a third touch once again, because we will be anticipating first touch right there, second touch right there, and once we get our third touch, we will take this joint back to this major trend line. So many trend lines, guys. We have a first touch right there, second touch, and we are anticipating a third touch. I hope that's sinks in, guys, so don't get confused. But remember, if you don't see those, there is always this thing that I do say. If we were anticipating a head and shoulder, then you see price don't give you head and shoulder, anticipate a double top. If you are anticipating an inverse head and shoulder, but then you see price breaking out of the left shoulder, then anticipate a double bottom. Now this is what I'm saying. Let me just draw it for you guys over here to understand. Now I said, if let's say price gave you something like a left shoulder, then went back, created a head. Now you see price doing this. Now most definitely we might be anticipating price to respect this level right here to give you that complete head and shoulder, right? But then you see price just continue going up, not respecting this left shoulder, then goes up. That doesn't mean that the market has changed direction. Probably the market is just going to give you a double top. That's when you see now price reversing. So it's just a two-way thing, right? And that is why I say, if price breaks out of this level of ours, we anticipate a correction or a pullback, then we hit this level as a target or as a buy, take profit right there. So that is what I'm seeing on a Gbpusd, right? So all I think now, if just because today is NFP, what if we just anticipate, because right now I'm still seeing this pullback. Remember, most people have seen impulse correction, so probably they might have this as a complete impulse phase. But guess what, I'm not going to take any trade until I see maybe price doing its thing and going back to respect or to retest this level. So probably if NFP drops, I don't know which direction it might go. Probably might just complete this downtrend and then hit this level, and maybe by next week we might anticipate this pullback right here. Then now that is a good place to look for your selling properties. But if you see price just breaking out of this level, we anticipate a correction, then we continue going up, right? But then I don't think the upward movement should be that should give out so many pips, but just targeting this level should be a good one, right? So probably NFP drop this joint, make it a complete down movement, maybe 115 pips, not bad for NFP, because this is what we have right now, right? So if we go to maybe Euro USD, I think everything is kind of the same. Euro USD right there. Euro USD also had a good reversal structure. Now one thing you realize when you go to the H4, this is a double top. Now let me just take it back to the monthly 3-month time frame for you guys to see, because these are just top down analysis, right? We've seen price was giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, kind of the market gave us a double top, then went back, right? Now went back to retest this neckline that it did break, correct? Now let me just have this removed. You understand, this is the level I'm talking about right here. The market went back to retest this neckline, and let's hit the monthly time frame. And of course we still have this X ABCD type of a structure. That's a strategy that I came up with, but then I'm not going to talk about that strategy. I know how I'm interpreting the market right now. Look at Euro USD. You've seen the market, kind of the market is been moving sideways, right? This is it. The market has been moving sideways. But then if you look at this approach right here, because I keep on saying understand how price is approaching a support or a resistance, that approach is like a continuation pattern and something like a bearish flag, you understand, because this is it. This is my reason. If this market was supposed to break out of this high, price was supposed to do this, give us a good continuation pattern or build up to break out of that high. But then you see, this is what price has done. Goes up, then creates a double top right there. Why will price give us a double top? So that's when we go to the daily time frame. Then this is it. Now of the daily time frame, we understand that price has already hit this neckline of ours, so we anticipate a pullback, right? Pullback before maybe we see price breaking down, probably something like this, to target maybe this low. But then guys, for a good swing and a sell confirmation, I'm anticipating that maybe the day Euro USD goes back into this trend, I'm talking about inside this trend, right? Something like this, then gets back in, then this will be a good now thing to look for a good swing position, maybe targeting this low right there. And there, that is the same on GBP USD and also NZDUSD. I think NZDUSD was also more clear, I don't know, but yeah, let's see. Now NZDUSD, you guys can see right here, this is still based on the daily. The first thing you'll notice is this level right there, that's a double top, and the price has respected that level. So let's just mark that, and because we still believe sellers have their entries around that level. Now if you look at this approach right here, let's just have this right there. This is kind of a contraction channel, right? I hope you guys know about market channels. That's like a contraction channel, and kind of the market has broken out of that trend. So the next level is that zone, because I believe we have buy pressure around that level. So this is it. So my anticipation is now based on the daily. Remember, price has broken but with just an impulse phase, so now anticipate probably a retest. Then now we see maybe price hitting this level, but at the same time, if we bring in our tool and mark this level, you'll understand probably that might be a good head and shoulder, possible head and shoulder, just to confirm our downtrend, just adding more confidence for our trade, probably something like this, right? I hope that makes sense. Now anytime we see it on shoulder, we just need to understand that price is just creating a new trend and we need to react to what we see, right? So these are just good levels to look for entries right there, right there. Now that is just on long term. It's a good thing. If price respects our analysis, then I think you don't even need to look into other pairs, just riding all these pairs until the final TP. Anytime you see price pulling back, you just look for more entry position. Right now, for good buys on NZDUSD, price just needs to take out this high, this level right there. Now if that's the highest high, basically this is the lowest zone, and if you look, this is it. We've hit this level, we've hit this level, right? So there's that possibility that price may be going to target this level, right? So my anticipation, like we say, probably NFP drops right there, because like I say, dollar is gaining strength. That is based on my analysis. Maybe NFP drops this join. The next week we anticipate this pullback before we look for sales. But then it will also be a good thing if NFP takes this trade back to retest this level, because we won't be waiting for pullbacks. We'll just look for reaction around those levels, then look for our entry properties. And lastly, let me see what gold is doing. Now one thing about gold, I've realized that gold is not respecting anything. Gold does not care whether the dollar has strength or what. Gold just moves. Gold is gold. Gold is that beast. Look at gold based on 3-month time frame. Gold is not something to joke with. So let me just flip my screen real quick and anticipate what she's trying to do. So we had this right here, correct, and I think she did break, but who knows, gold is crazy. So you're like, okay, now gold has broken out of this uptrend, that resistance. So question is, what is gold thinking? Now this is just a 3-month time frame, right? What is gold thinking? Did break out of this, but probably, who knows, it might be just a false break. You see gold maybe pulling back, getting back inside this down uptrend resistance, turn to support. That's when maybe we look for more selling position. But gold is crazy. Like I say, gold is not respecting any structure, no pair. Let me just extend that. Now if you go to the, let's just hit the weekly real quick. I don't like trading gold. Basically I don't trade gold, guys. I'm never in a rush. I'm never in a rush to take gold trade because I don't want to lose money. I better trade my slow pays, right? So now this is what we see based on gold trade. Now the weekly time frame, this is the highest that we've seen so far since gold started its move. With that being said, I think the next level should be this one. Let's mark this. Now those who trade order block, let's just have this zone right there. Correct. Now if we go to the daily time frame, let's see, we understand there's a trend. That's what we see. There is a trend right here, right there. Let's just mark that. And of course we still see there's also another trend right there. And let's see if we might get something that makes sense. So I think that's it. So right, so this is what we see based on our daily time frame. So let me just hit the H4 and see what is she doing. Right now of the H4, we also see we have another trend right there. Correct. Let's just have that trend. And now one thing I've realized is that now she started moving sideways, so you don't know what she wants to do. With that being said, we just need to mark highs and lows once again. This is the highest zone, and now this is, let's just mark the immediate low, which is this one right there. I hope that makes sense. But at the same time, inside this joint, you might cater for this level, that being a double top in formation. So this is now mind special, like we said before. Now if gold does this, comes down, respect this, then now drops, we anticipate a correction to target this trend line of ours. And I think that would make sense because we still have a zone right there. So and let's just don't ignore this right there. So yeah, that should be the next target. Once we see gold taking out this low, we anticipate a retest right here, then target this level, which is about 4,274 points. That's around 427 pips, right? Let's just have this right there. That's a good. Now probably NFP might just drop it because gold is crazy when news drops. Let me see, around this zone. But then at the same time, if NFP decides to push it up for a good buys, let gold take out this multi-high, then wait for correction, then we go in for buys. But for now, this is what I see. So before anything, guys, make sure you have all the confidence. I don't trade news, guys. Make sure you have all the confidence in this world before you look for your buys or sells in this market. But then, guys, check out my Telegram link in the description box below, and until next time, amigos, peace.